Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the channel. I wanted to make another video about Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler. I made a short video last week about the potential matchup. Dana White announced in a pre-fight interview for UFC 264, he was promoting the Conor McGregor fight, and he said that they were targeting Nick Diaz versus Robbie Lawler 2 for the co-main event of UFC 266. Some more information came out about that fight today. And there was one particular detail that I thought was interesting enough that it was worth making another video about the fight. This is a fight that I thought was perfect for Nick Diaz. Nick Diaz has not fought since he fought Anderson Silva back in 2015. He lost that fight, but it was eventually overturned to a no contest because Anderson Silva tested positive for something. I can't even remember at this point. It's been so long. Robbie Lawler is coming in on a 4-fight losing streak. He last fought Neil Magny, I think it was August of last year. But before then, he lost to Colby Covington, Ben Askren, and Rafael Dos Anjos. And I thought this was the perfect return fight for Nick Diaz. And these guys fought 17 years ago, which is absolutely insane. They fought in 2004 originally. Nick Diaz knocked out Robbie Lawler in a crazy fight. And I think this rematch is probably the longest span of time between rematches, which is just incredible. 17 full years. But I think a lot of people are going to be excited for this fight. I'm in the middle here. I'm not like super excited for the fight. I think it's a perfect matchmaking for the UFC as far as putting Robbie Lawler versus Nick Diaz. I think that makes a lot of sense for both guys as far as where they're at in their careers. But at the end of the day, I have no idea what we're going to get from either guy. You know, Nick Diaz has been out for so long, almost 7 years at this point in time. So I have no idea what Nick Diaz is going to show up. Robbie Lawler, you know, he's a little bit more. I feel like we know a little bit more about him considering he's been fighting consistently for the past few years. But coming in on 4-fight losing streak, I have no idea. But to the interesting detail about the fight that was announced today, which I thought was super interesting, was this fight will be a 5-round fight. And this will be, unless another one happens somehow between now and then, this will be the second ever non-title, non-main event 5-round fight. The first one, was Leon Edwards versus Nate Diaz. And I wonder if this is something that the Diaz brothers specifically are asking for just because of their cardio. You know, everyone always talks about, if a fight was unlimited, I know Faraz Sahabi said recently, if a fight was unlimited, then the Diaz brothers would always win. And I don't know how true that is, but it's definitely true that they basically have an unlimited gas tank. Both guys are super well conditioned. Both guys are always competing in like triathlons and whatnot. But it's just crazy. And also it came out that this may not even be the co-main event of UFC 266. So this could be like the featured fight. It's definitely going to be on the pay-per-view card. I'd bet my life on that. There's no way they're going to put Nick Diaz on the prelims. But I just think that that's particularly interesting, because they're still building the card. It may end up being the co-main event, but right now the card's kind of up in the air. I think it's an interesting matchup to boost the pay-per-view. I'm so happy because I was a little bit worried. The UFC has done some questionable things in the past. And with Nick Diaz's cult following popularity, which I'm a big Nick Diaz fan myself, but still, he has no business headlining a pay-per-view. And I thought, the UFC, that if they were really desperate, they might try to slide Nick Diaz into a headlining pay-per-view act. And that's something that I could not stand for. That would be disturbing. But it's just crazy. This is going to be a 5-round fight. Again, I'm not sure what we're going to get from either guy. Both guys are, getting older. Both guys have not won a fight in a substantial amount of time. Robbie Lawler has not won a fight since he beat Donald Cerrone at UFC 214 in 2017. And for Nick Diaz, he has not won a fight, and I can't believe this, in 10 years. He has not won a fight since he beat BJ Penn at UFC 137 in October of 2011. That's insane. Since the BJ Penn win, he went on to lose to Carlos Condit, lose to GSP, and then lose to Anderson Silva, which is now a no contest because Anderson Silva tested positive. So basically, you have a guy coming in on a 4-fight losing streak and a guy coming in on a 3-fight losing streak, a guy who hasn't got a win since 2017, and a guy who hasn't got a win since 2011, which is just crazy. I don't think, with all those facts being laid out, I don't think you could take two guys with that type of information on losing streaks, not winning fights in, 4 years and 10 years, and put together a better fight that's going to get the fans excited, because a lot of people are going to be looking forward to this Nick Diaz Robbie Lawler rematch. And it's just crazy. I mean, it just adds to the fight that they fought 17 years ago. That's insane. I don't think there's ever been a rematch that far apart from each other. And so if somebody knows that there has been, please comment in the comment section. But as far as an early prediction for this fight, again, I have no idea what's going to happen in this fight. I'm a huge Nick Diaz fan. I'm a huge Robbie Lawler fan. But on this channel, I never try to let my bias influence my predictions. But I'm probably going to go with Robbie Lawler. And Robbie Lawler is one of my all-time favorite UFC fighters, but that has nothing to do with the reason I'm picking him. I just think he's been more active. You know, the first fight doesn't matter at this point. They're both completely different fighters. Robbie Lawler has evolved so much. I don't know where Nick Diaz is at. So how can I pick him when he hasn't fought in about 6 years and, you know, he hasn't won in 10 years? So I have no idea what he's going to look like. For the last, you know, however many years, he's been out partying, getting drunk constantly. I don't know how seriously he's taken this fight, but we'll see. UFC 266 is not that far away, you know, just a little over 2 months away, September 25th, UFC 266. But I have to think, even though I'm going with Robbie Lawler, I'm not super confident in that prediction. But I have to think Nick Diaz must be in great shape because I'm assuming he's the guy that pushed for the 5-round fight because Nate did it and Nate got it. Seems like Nick took the same path, and it has to benefit him. Even though Robbie Lawler has shown in the past that he has 5-round cardio, we know what Nick Diaz's cardio looks like. At least we did, even though it's been so long. But if he's pushing for a 5-round fight, then he has to believe in his cardio and he has to be in good shape, or at least plans on being in great shape by the time the fight comes around. But I think that's super interesting. I'm going to go with Robbie Lawler. Let me know in the comments who you guys are going to go with. And also let me know how excited you are because, again, I'm in the middle. I'm not super hyped. I'm not, like, let down by it. I think it's perfect matchmaking. But it's a fight where, you know, neither guy is really going to have title aspirations. Neither guy's going to have, you know, much longer of a career regardless of how long they fight. It's not, you know, both guys are getting up there in age. So let me know in the comments. Please like the video if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.